And that's what they say. Then they laugh at the public and say, oh, there's no problem, while the makers of it admit that it can create black holes, strangelets, particles that'll absorb the Earth over time, a cocktail of things. And they're going to be doing thousands of experiments, so there's a low probability each test, but with all the other experiments, with what they admit, that's when it becomes dangerous. But go ahead.
Yes, Alex, and Steve has said in other venues in recent times that actually there will be demonic entities, other entities of hell, which come through this stargate or gateway or black hole, however one would want to term it. And what I'm most curious about, and I think it would be very helpful knowledge to us all, is what Steve may know, what Steve may extrapolate, visualize, be inspired to actually realize up to this point in time how these creatures that are being let through here into our dimension, into our physical world, are going to appear personally.
Well, see, I don't want to, listen, here's the deal. I don't do a lot of speculating here on the show. And the scientists, the physicists have said it could open other dimensions. They don't know what's in them, all sorts of things. And, black holes, atomic reactions, things like that. And that's really,
right, Alex, what the caller's referring to, though, let me share this, and I won't speculate either. What he's referring to is information I passed out, given to me by people in the world of special operations that deal with this stuff. But let me just say this. Whatever it is, if they're worshiping the goddess of destruction, it's not going to be good for us, okay? And the thing is that I just want to commend my listener that he's obviously listened intently. For everybody that wants to know about this stuff, I can't wait to get a book published. I'm not pitching a book, but I put everything I know about it.
Oh, I want you to pitch books. You got a lot of great books and materials.
Well, the one book I'm going to pitch, it's at the printer. The cover design's being done right now is called Long Walkers, Longwalkers. That's a Special Operations Command name for the things that they deal with that are of giant stature. Long Walkers, The Return of the Nephilim. So to the caller and to others, I am, anxious. I'm like a dog with a new piece of a big meaty bone. I want to get that thing out because what I did incorporated into a fictional novel, the actual stuff I know is integrated in the novel.
Okay, fire out the website and the phone number.
Yeah, it's stevequayle.com, Steve Quayle, QUAYLE.com. Phone number is 406-586-4840, 406-586-4840.
All right, give that number out again.
406-586-4840.
All right, I'm going to say bye to Steve here for folks watching at PrisonPlanet.tv and on the Internet. For everybody else, we'll be right back with more of your calls. Stay with us.
Because, again, if we're on air, I want people to know I will post anything I know on my website as long as the Internet stays up. And I've made, what would you say, I've got an ability to broadcast on pirate radio to warn people. So, if you'll do this, Alex, if you will get someone, Trey or somebody, to send me an email of your personal email.
No, I know. It usually takes you a week to get a hold of me, and I apologize. Yeah. You've got my cell phone. I've just gotten where I don't use it anymore because it fries my brain.
Yeah, no. Just, do you take email at producer@infowars.com?
Yeah, that's one, but it gets filled up with stuff, too. I've got a few. The best thing to do is to CC Aaron at Infowars.com, because I read that, and so does Aaron. There's just so much spam.
Right, I understand. Is it Aaron with 2 A's?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll do that, because, again, what I want, ladies and gentlemen, I want all of you to keep Alex in prayer, intercessors to keep in prayer. He's on the front line. And, ladies and gentlemen, again, do put into effect all the recommendations that you've heard on Alex's show through all the guests, because we're there. It's no longer warning, Alex. It's implementation.
I hear you. Steve Quayle, thanks for spending time with us today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, there goes Steve Quayle. And, Steve gets into the economy. He gets into bioweapons. He gets into so much that's documented and provable. And the fact that the Hadron Collider can go into other dimensions, that's been reported. We don't know what's in those dimensions. He gets into a lot of really sexy stuff, as they call it. I tend to stick to what some of the things that I can prove a little bit more inside the box. But, we bring guests on like Steve because he's a really good guy and he believes what he's saying. And a lot of what he's talked about, unfortunately, has come true over the years. And that's basically where I will leave that. But it's up to you to research it all for yourself. Also, I believe Steve believes what he's saying. But as Bill Cooper said, he was brought into Army intelligence, and they told him UFOs were real, and it was all government operations, and they were in league with them. And then later he thought they'd given him disinfo to then go out and tell others about it. So we know that's also part of the disinformation system of the New World Order, is to go out and put this information out. So that's why I stick to what we can prove. Particle beams, a lot of this stuff we know is there. We talked about the infrared, knowing somebody's heat signature in a crowd to be able to kill them. Their shadow from satellites, then have a global hawk launch a missile at them. That's all real and true.